Good afternoon, dear colleagues and students. I would like to introduce our guests from Youth Leadership Movement to you. They are Дроздова Наталья, Колесникова Светлана, and Noleva Soboleva Polina. They will make a presentation about international volunteer programs. Dear guests, thank you so much for accepting our invitation to make a presentation. We appreciate this. So you are welcome. You can start.
Okay, thank you for having us, actually. Now I'm going to share the screen and we'll start our presentation. 1 second. Do you see the screen?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, cool. Now let's start then.
Yes. Hey, everyone in this chatting. We have a couple of minutes just to wait for everyone who want to join us today. So what's your mood for now? You can write it in chat or do some reaction here. I want to start with one fact that we are grateful that every one of you find some time today to join us to watch our presentation, and everyone here, I hope you won't be disappointed during our presentation. Okay, so let us introduce ourselves. We are actually your peers, students of the first 2 years of university, and we are all managers of organization called AIESEC. You can see our contacts on the slide, and you will also see them by the end of our meeting, and you can write to us if you have any questions about how our organization works, so just feel free. Let me clarify how our meeting will flow today. You can see our agenda in the slide now, and the meeting can be divided into 2 main parts. The first is information about AIESEC and projects that we can currently suggest to you. And the second is pretty interesting, and it will be about soft skills. And also, we will play some kind of squid game, and it will be both interesting and indicative. Moreover, it will be in Russian, because if it's more comfortable for you to communicate in Russian, it's okay. Yeah, and I mentioned soft skills, right? So let's do a tiny warm-up. You can use your phones to scan the QR code that you see in the slide right now, and this QR code will lead you to the page with one question. You can write your answers to this question, and we'll see your answers in the screen. So you can do it.
Okay, now I'll try to share the page of Menti. 1 second. Okay, I won't be able to show you the results, but you will see the results once you submit the answers.
Yes, and if you succeed in doing it, please let us know, as far as we cannot share the screen. Oh, and moreover, I don't know why, but I cannot see the chat. If you can help me, like, tell me please, how can I turn them on?
There is a button show conversation.
Okay, then it's just empty. That's why I cannot see anything. Okay. Well, I think we can move further. Thanks everyone for participation in this mini activity. And if you participated, now your brains are ready for the informational part of our event.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah. AIESEC is an international, independent, non-profit, non-political organization run entirely by young people between the ages of 18 and 29. The aim of AIESEC is to maintain peace and realize human potential through the development of leadership skills in young people. The main activity of AIESEC is the organization of international exchange and internships. But in connection with the coronavirus, we are now also developing the direction of internships in Russia. The formation of AIESEC began in the first years after the end of World War II. The idea of organization arose from the need to restore ties between people and cultures of different nations, as well as the high need of post-war European countries for young leaders and managers. The mission of organization is peace and the realization of human potential. It can be achieved by developing leadership in through international exchange and intensive practical experience in the organization.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can freely write them in chat. We'll answer them in the end, and you can also scan this QR code, and you will see tab link with all the links which we have to our social media, to our website, to the form of application, so you can scan it, and we'll show it in the end as well. So you'll see it later. Also later, yeah. Now let's talk about our projects. As you probably know, there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations, and each of our projects is created to help us contribute to achievement of these goals. Now we'll talk about our Russian volunteer program. There are 8 actually projects in this program in which you can participate, and each of them is somehow connected to the Sustainable Development Goals. So the first 3 projects are in St. Petersburg. And I'll say it now, and I won't repeat it later, that each project has more or less same terms of participation in it, so you can just pay attention to dates and cities in which the project takes place, but you'll see all the information on the slides. The first project, Go Girl, is for girls, obviously, and as for the terms, duration 2 weeks, it costs 10,000 rubles, in which residence is included, so you don't have to pay anything extra. It'll take place in the beginning of February in St. Petersburg. And to enter each project, you have to, first of all, send your application, which you will be able to find by using a QR code, which we will show later. And you will also have to pass the interview, during which you'll communicate with one of our managers, and so you'll be accepted or declined based on the interview. Now for the specifics of each project. Go Girl. It consists of 2 weeks and 2 blocks. During first week, you'll be able to attend lectures, workshops with women who are leaders at typically male positions, such as IT sphere, for example. You'll attend educational sessions, and all in all, it's about education on topic of gender equality and feminism and leadership and other soft and hard skills. And the second week is about you actually, simply speaking, teaching other students from St. Petersburg, educating them on topics of gender and feminism, on gender equality and feminism. During second week, you'll be able to get some educational experience as a teacher, as a public speaker. Also, all of our projects offer you a global organization certificate and also a record in your volunteering book. And this is not it still. You'll be also able to register this experience as a university practice. Well, you will have to at your university ask about the conditions on which you can register this experience as a practice, but we offer this opportunity in each project. So our next project, which is also in St. Petersburg.
Yes, the second project is Young Leaders. Young Leaders is the unique project in Petersburg for young people who want to build a successful career. The goal of this project is to help young people acquire skills and build a career path. The Young Leaders program is a search for a career path, the development of soft skills, a community with like-minded people, as well as working with methods and achieve a personal goal of the project. The project will take place in Petersburg from 10 January to 23 January. The advantages of this project: individual work with mentors, communication with like-minded people, cultural program around the city, test tasks from companies, and contribution to your future.
Now I'll tell you about the final project in St. Petersburg, and it's called First Step. The goal of this project is to get rid of the problem of social inequality in big cities. Trainees will understand the topic of social inequality. As this is a very broad topic, it will be revealed in different aspects. Initiatives will be created to solve problems in this area, and practice will be work with children from unprotected segments of the population. It will be one of the main activities in the program. And on the next slide, you can see the terms of participation in this project.
Okay, now let's move to the next city, which is Yekaterinburg. And the one and only project there is this one.
Youth for CDG is a project in Yekaterinburg, which will take place from 1 February to 14 February. The mission of this project is to tell and show children the arts and opportunities in this field so that they inspire. want to study further and can't build their career. Place of classes are general education schools and children art schools. Project opportunities pump up soft and hard skills to clothe their practice for future teachers, to make a contribution to their future as well as to the future of children, and broaden their horizons.
Okay, and the next one, in Tyumeny.
Yes, now I will tell you about the project in Tyumeny, Diamond Hearts. It follows one of the goals of sustainable development of the United Nations, the other project. And the goal that this project follows is good health and well-being. The prospects can be divided into three, main stages. Stage first is education. As the work of the volunteers in this project is connected with children, before starting to work with them, volunteers will receive training in practical psychology, the psychology of stress and anxiety, not to harm children. The second stage is working with children, logically. Trainers will conduct master classes, cultural festivals, extra-medical therapies for children, and stage 3 is the festival itself. The trainees will have to create an event on socially significant topics with AIESEC members, someone like me, Natasha or Sveta, but in Tyumeny. And within its framework, speak to an open audience. And personal profit is extraordinary in this project, in my opinion, because there are many pluses and benefits for you. You can pump up your public speaking, improve your soft skills such as empathy, teamwork, etc. You will have the ability to register the participation in the project as practice for university, and you will also have a certificate. Also, you will surely be able to walk around the beautiful city of Siberia, because cultural program is a part of every single volunteering project.
Yes, and our sixth project is in Ufa. It is called Winter Expanses, and you can see the terms here, they're pretty much the same. And this project is fully about you, about your health, about your well-being. It's also, it's actually based on the third United Nations goal, which is good health and well-being. And so what will you get from this project? You will be able to take care of your both physical and mental health. You will be able to attend sports classes with coaches. There also will be workshops with psychologists and nutritionists, like with professional doctors. Also, again, you will have an opportunity to organize a festival, which will help you to develop certain soft and hard skills as well. And in the end of this project, there will be a camping trip. So this is these are 6 projects in different cities in Russia, but we also have 2 more that take place in Moscow. But the thing is that since these projects are in Moscow, you don't have to pay for them. You go and participate as local volunteers. So obviously you don't have to pay. We have 2 projects, Generation Eco and IT Generation. The first one is obviously about solving ecological problems. So you'll be able to make your contribution to eco-problem solutions. And the second one is about solving the problem of inequality again. You will help to teach computer literacy for socially disadvantaged kids from low-income families, from dysfunctional families, and retirees. In other words, pensioners. These projects offer you, again, global organization certificate, note to your volunteering record book, soft and hard skills, public speaking, organizing events, and so on. A lot of good things. More specifically, again, you'll be able to learn about these projects in our social media and on our website, links to which you will get in the end of our presentation. So keep in mind that you have to check the more specific information. And now, what do you like? Well, we came to our second part of the event. What do you think we meant by this phrase, hired by hard, fired by soft? I'll translate, maybe it'll be more understandable then. Нанимают по хардам, увольняют по софтам. So what do you think about it?
Так, секунду.
Сейчас мы подождем, когда ответят, потом можем перейти. Я сейчас
Да,
подумала,
я
что
просто что-то у меня сейчас.
если
Ну,
бы я
давай,
видела
мне
эту фразу, я
просто
подумала бы, что нанимают по жесткому, увольняют по мягкому. На самом деле вообще суть вообще не в этом.
Okay, if no one wants to share their opinion, we'll just get to the next part, which is playing Kahoot. Very interesting activity. You have to scan this QR code and you'll see the Kahoot game. I'll now share the screen if it'll let me. Okay. Here is the game pin. So if you were you able to? Okay, you don't see the QR code now. Okay.
Отдельный лайк хочу поставить тому, что все это происходит в Teams, а не в Zoom, который нам так очень удобен.
Я сейчас скину еще на всякий случай ссылку в чат на Kahoot, если кто-то не успел сканировать QR-код, потому что немножко не это.
Можно еще, пожалуйста, ссылку скинуть в чат Teams, если не сложно?
Да, я скинула только что, она работает.
Все, супер, спасибо.
Супер.
Kahoot супер маленький, just to warm your minds up again a little bit before we share information about soft skills. Maybe you can check yourself about how well you know this theme already.
Okay, we'll wait for 2 more minutes, and if no one will pop up, here we'll start with who did.
And please don't be shy. It's not a test at university, and it's just okay.
Это чтобы просто потыкать на кнопки.
Okay, yeah, Kahoot is a mini test in form of game. You see the question on the screen and in your telephone where you play Kahoot, and you have 4 options of an answer. You choose one, and then you understand, and then you understand whether you were right or wrong. And it's not a game that was called Squid Game by me at the beginning. It's not that hard.
Okay, so did everyone who wanted to participate logged in? Are we waiting for someone else?
Guys, you're just so creative with your names. I like it.
Okay, I think we can start. Okay, let's start. Okay, so as you can see, the yellow one was the right one. Now let's move to the next question. Oh, and here you can see the winners.
А ничего, что я не знаю ответ на этот вопрос тоже.
Вот.
Ладно, посмотрим. Будет интересно даже мне.
Okay, actually, everything is right because there is no specific number. Yeah, you can, it depends on the probably researcher who tries to somehow describe the soft skills, but you cannot say for sure. It was a tricky question. Next one. Oh, you did a great job, actually. Yeah, it's true. Soft skills are not connected with any profession. These are just sort of universal skills that help you to live and work more sufficiently. The next question, and now we'll just see. Okay. Yeah, it's true. It actually is a soft skill. Pauline is the first one now. Okay. The next one. No, it's not a soft skill. Well, you'll understand a little bit later why, when we talk more specifically about these skills. Now, the next question. Yeah, it's false. The majority of you answered correctly. Time management, when you think about it, you can actually use time management in any profession. So it is a soft skill. And our winners. The third place, Ruslan. The second place, Sonia. And the first place, Полина. Congratulations.
Что это не я, это не я, Полина, которая отвечала на вопросы. Я не уверена.
Okay.
Отлично.
Yeah, that is great. So now we can get back to our presentation and talk more about soft and hard skills.
Yes, and we'll clarify everything now. So hard skills are the knowledge and skills necessary to fulfill one's direct functional responsibilities at work. For each profession, hards, so-called hards, are different. For employees in the financial sector, they are the ability to conduct accounting, financial analysis, or auditing in the company. For a manicurist, for example, hard skill is to be able to do a beautiful manicure, and so on and so forth. Hard skills are easy to test and to measure with certifications and exams. Situation with soft skills is completely different. Soft skills are personal skills that help to negotiate with people to achieve success in work and in life in general. And soft skills are not tied to a specific profession. These qualities are difficult to track, to test, and to measure, and that is why we wrote that you are hired for hards and fired for softs. After all, softs come out after a longer trial period than hards. To feel confident in the profession, you need to develop 4 groups of universal soft skills. You can see them in the slide. You can just read what types of concrete skills are in group of, for example, social skills. And I will explain what these groups mean. Social skills help to negotiate and successfully interact with people. So it's socialization, logically. Intellectual soft skills are responsible for professional development in the chosen sphere. So they kind of help you to prove that you are intelligent and smart enough. Willful soft skills allow you to achieve success and overcome obstacles on the way to the goal. And leadership needed to lead people, to motivate and correctly allocate resources to achieve goals.
Okay, and now we actually will be able to show you your answers on the question in Menti. So here it is what you answered. The most popular, obviously, is time management, but you also mentioned creativity, teamwork. Yeah, this is very good. Leadership, yeah, presentation skills, problem solving, teamwork again.
I'm really very happy with the results because no one mentioned hard skills, so you actually didn't mix them up. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So now, if I'm not mistaken, we have a game. Yeah, now we'll play Bunker together. We'll share the rules in English, but we will play in Russian because it'll be easier for everyone to communicate in Russian. So probably some of you, maybe all of you know this game. Now a little bit about the situation here. First of all, we are going to move to the session groups. I'll try to explain how to do that. probably well, okay, we'll divide two groups a little bit later, and now about the rules. Terrible catastrophe is going to happen. A huge meteorite is going to hit the Earth in about 15 or 20 minutes. So human population, you, need to hide in a special place in bunker. And there is one little problem. There is not enough space for everyone. So there are, how many of us? 24 people. So I guess we'll divide in 3 session groups. And in each group, you'll have to decide who one person who is not getting into the bunker and therefore dies outside while everyone hides. Now we will give each of you your role, your specific character, your physical and mental features. During first 5 minutes of the game, you will present yourself to others. We'll give you about like 30 or 40 seconds for the presentation of your qualities, and then 5 minutes for questions and final decision who is going to leave the bunker. You have to convince others why you have to stay, and your main focus is actually getting into the bunker, staying there, and not dying. Now we have to divide in session groups. How are we going to do that?
I believe that it should have been done before, because when you enter Teams, you should see your groups there, and there you can divide into session groups, because I'm not sure you can do it online. So we can organize those groups on the other platform that is more familiar to us, maybe. And one group will stay here, maybe like that.
So we have one session room here, комната 1. Is it suitable? No?
I think that no, because 24 people is really too much to play the game. Because if we play with 24 people, we should get rid of around 5 people, and that's kind of strange process.
Well, we were told that we can actually have 3 groups in Teams, but I just don't see where we can do that.
Olga Arturovna, can we settle up one more room?
I tried to create one room. How many members do you need to be there?
We wanted to have 3 rooms in which 8 people.
8 people.
Okay, well, wait. How many students are here? Because I see only all of the participants.
I guess 20 students are present
20.
right now.
Okay, then we can have 2 session groups. Yeah, and it'll be enough.
And all of you in both groups, because I don't know whether you can have access to be in different groups at the same time. That is the reason. I don't know.
I guess
let's try. It's a little bit problem.
Okay, I can go to one group and girls can join the other one. Polina and Sveta.
Okay, let's try in this way. I'll try to do that. Just give me some 2 more minutes, please.
Okay, we're back.
Не могу поверить, что мы back.
Okay, so why is bunker a useful practice? We've actually gave our participants in our group spoilers because we were waiting for you for a long time. So we shared our stories. But maybe someone from Polina's group wants to say why do you think this practice is useful? Well, if no one, then Polina will tell you more about it.
Then, yes, I will comment on it. Yeah, and I hope those who actively participated understood why it is useful. Firstly, playing a stressful knockout game, we pump up the skill of persuasion. And if you think about it a little bit longer, we focus on the development of 2 out of 4 types of soft skills we mentioned before, intellectual and strong-willed. In particular, creativity. It is in this game. It is the ability to turn your weaknesses so that you are not thrown out of the bunker. Persistence and focus on the result. It means that playing, you always remember why you are not giving up, although you may have had the most unfortunate role. However, this game is not only a warm-up for the brain. The bunker is often done as a group interview assignment. At this point, I would like to share our experience, although Natasha has already shared. So we, Natasha, Sveta and I, we participated in the process of selection, and group assignment was one of its parts when we wanted to join AIESEC. And all of us, Natasha, Sveta and I, played the same game you played now. And I had a fortunate role of a healthy woman of middle ages. But both Natasha and Sveta played for the girl with cancer. If you ask me, were they thrown from the bunker? I will say yes. They didn't succeed in entering it. But did they succeed to pass this test successfully? And the answer is also yes. But I know one more girl with a similar to Sveta's and Natasha's role. So the role was girl with cancer. And she's not an AIESEC now. And why so? I think it depends on how you fight for your life during the game. Your main goal is not to help the process of selection by agreeing that you are the weakest one and that you should be thrown out, because I had such people in my group that said like, oh, well, I agree, I'm just the weakest one, that's why throw me out right now. Your goal is to try to persuade. Always keep it in mind. You might say, how can I persuade to take me in bunker if I'm objectively the weakest player? Firstly, keep in mind that HR is listening to you. Your persistence matters. You might be thrown out of bunker, but taken in the company for your good play. Secondly, if you understand that you have few strong sides, then the second part of game, when you ask questions, is your time. Ask hard questions, pick all the weak points of others, and make your opponents argue, because it's not fair that some roles are almost absolutely comfortable. Try to kick them. And then people with fortunate roles are taken into company not for their fortunate roles, actually. HRs also look at how they answer tricky questions. Personally, I'm sure that I passed the assignment in AIESEC not because my role was a young, healthy woman with medical education. At least not only because of this. I also had a negative side of my personality. I was aggressive. And my opponent asked me a tricky question. It sounded like, well, you are a doctor. If someone you don't like becomes ill in bunker, you may want not to heal, but to kill this person because you're aggressive. And the question was really tricky, and I was shocked, and it was very important to prove that it's wrong. Well, I believe you can draw your own conclusion after this game, and I suggest you reflect on this for a while after our meeting. And well done, everyone. Maybe it was hard for you to communicate. Maybe you didn't know some of your opponents here, because I noticed that it was hard to share your thoughts. But I liked how you played. I hope that Natasha and Sveta liked you also. Now, come back to real life. We're not in bunker. We are all alive. Cool. It wasn't Squid Game. Great. And remember that during our volunteering programs, you will also have a chance to pump up your soft skills via different activities. And if you decide to become a member of AIESEC, you have a hint how to play during the assignment.
Yeah, now we'll answer, at least try to answer all of your questions. And you can scan this QR code. It will lead you to the top link with all the useful links where you can find information. And a little bit later, we'll again show our personal contacts. So if you want to ask us personally something, maybe about our experience in AIESEC as members and managers, you can write always to us. We will gladly answer. And now the first question, how long did it take to prepare the presentation? What does AIESEC stand for? Who created AIESEC? Well, thank you for wonderful questions. It took, well, all in all, we were making the presentation during like 4 days maybe, but obviously we weren't sitting at the desk creating the presentation 24 hours a day, but still. It was a long process because we had to make it clear and pleasant to an eye. What does AIESEC stand for? Girls, maybe you want to answer it.
That was Sveta's part, but I can repeat that the main goal of AIESEC from the year when it was started, this organization was started, and till nowadays, the main goal is peace, like peace in the world, and developing the leadership in young people. And, yeah, opening the potential of people.
Yes, and the last question from
who created AIESEC? Yeah. So it was several, I think 7 people from different countries in after war periods, and one of our speakers who shared the idea of them said that those people were just crazy because after such a great war they decided to unite the whole world where every country hated another country. So they were just 7 crazy but kind people who wanted to
students like us. Yes, students like us. How did you get into this organization? By playing Bunker. Well, not only by it, but actually we will have another. Так, я перейду на русский, чтобы не тупить. Будет набор в зимой, где-то в январе, наверное. Следите за соцсетями. Вот. На топлинке там есть все ссылки на наши соцсети, в ВК посты. Можно еще подписаться на рассылку на почте. Там сообщения типа приходят раз в полгода, поэтому вообще не напрягает. Вот. Следите за этим, за новым набором. Будет потом Google форма. После Google формы второй этап — это интервью и 2 бизнес-игры, включая бункер. How can I join AIESEC? Yeah, well, I've just said it. If you have, if you want more specific answers, you can ask us personally about our experience. You can ask us in here. Here are our contacts. Yeah, you can ask us. What is the main goal of AIESEC? Peace and fulfillment of human potential. This is pretty much it. Is age important to work in AIESEC? It depends. It depends. You should be from 18 to 30 years old. So be a young person. Молодежь, короче, от 18 до 30. Чтобы поехать на стажировки или на волонтерство, тоже старше 18, и у нас есть еще один продукт, не волонтерство, а профессиональные стажировки, там уже зависит от вашего опыта работы и просто ваших навыков. What profit can we get after entering Go Girls project? Well, you will get experience in leader positions. So you will get experience in actually working. Also, you will be educated on this topic and will be able to attend very useful workshops and lectures from women who already work in the male spheres and who are leaders there. Well, you will develop public speaking and other soft skill organizing event soft skills. If you want more specific information, again, you can look it up in our social media or on our website, or you can contact us.
Да, насчет еще профита, если что, и насчет информации дополнительной, которая в соцсетях. Сейчас в Инстаграме у нас выходят потихонечку посты отдельные конкретно про каждую из этих программ. И там более подробное описание, чем то, которое мы сегодня озвучивали. И еще, что касается профита. Если я не ошибаюсь, на проекте Go Girls есть менторство. То есть можно лично пообщаться, естественно, со спикерами, со спикерками, если угодно, с успешными девушками, женщинами. И, конечно же, участие в любом из этих проектов будет вам плюсом в резюме. Когда вы пишете резюме на работу, либо на поступление в зарубежную магистратуру, вам не нужно прикреплять даже пруфы, хотя они будут в виде сертификата. Вам нужно написать своими словами об этом опыте и о том, что вы от него получили. Все можно адаптировать под свое резюме. Это и есть профит ваш.
Да. Which countries does AIESEC cooperate with? Ну, сейчас из-за коронавируса в том числе у нас только международные профессиональные и преподавательские стажировки. Про это мы сейчас не будем, наверное, говорить, потому что у нас не так много времени.
И более того, потому что профессиональные и преподавательские стажировки, они, если что, долгосрочные, они не такие, как Russian Volunteer, не 2 недели, а дольше. Бывает полгода, бывает год, они оплачиваемые, там тоже есть оргвзнос, но когда вы приезжаете в страну, вы также получаете зарплату за то, что вы делаете. Но почему мы сегодня об этом изначально не рассказываем? Потому что нам сказали, что у нас тут целевая аудитория, это 2-й курс, а на профессиональные преподавательские стажировки ездят ребята с опытом работы и уже которые углубились в профсреду хотя бы по учебе. Вот такое. Поэтому типа не возьмут просто ребят со 2-го курса туда. Вот. И как раз волонтерские программы — это хорошее начало, потому что те, кто будут читать ваше резюме после, будут вполне себе рады увидеть то, что у вас уже есть опыт волонтерства в родной стране.
Да, очень много вопросов. Попытаюсь обобщить несколько. За нашу деятельность... Да, у нас есть инвесторы, короче. У нас есть инвесторы, и мы сотрудничаем с многими компаниями, в том числе с HeadHunter, например, с метро, также со всякой едой, с энергетиками, не знаю. Но это так, из таких прикольных сотрудничеств скорее. Вот. Также с консалтинговыми агентствами, например, агентство Around, если вы знаете, трейд-маркетинговое агентство. Так. What exactly do you do in the AIESEC? Лучше напишите нам лично с этим вопросом. Это можно бесконечно распространять.
Там такая структура, что сейчас, если мы начнем говорить, то все сойдут с ума и не выйдут отсюда.
Will it be possible to personally work with psychologists during the project? Я так понимаю, это про winter expanses или про Diamond?
Был задан, когда я рассказывала про Diamond Hearts или что-то около того. Значится так. Когда вы едете на волонтерство, вы там, some kind of работу делаете. То есть только Winter Expanses — это направленный проект на вас, где у вас будет йога, растяжка, прочее, поход. Да, все остальное — это вы как бы делаете свой вклад в достижение цели устойчивого развития. Так что вы у психологов получаете образование, чтобы свой опыт затем перенести на работу с детьми. Но я почти не сомневаюсь в том, что наши партнеры которые соглашаются быть спикерами в НКО, которые таки, может быть, не платят им тоже за это. Они супер добрые люди, тоже преследующие одинаковые цели с нами, и они, возможно, будут не против с вами поболтать, но, конечно, какой-то комплексной помощи вы там не будете получать.
Так, и теперь, пожалуйста, заполните фидбэк-форму. Это Google форма с вопросами, где вы просто анонимно выразите свое мнение по поводу ивента. Пожалуйста, это очень важно, потому что, ну, вот прикиньте так, делать ивент и потом не понимать вообще, куда он привел, понравилось, не понравилось. И, может быть, у вас будут там какие-то предложения, не знаю, пожелания. В общем, это очень важно, чтобы не стоять на месте, чтобы мы могли получать релевантный фидбэк и сопоставлять с ним то, что мы делаем, и делать это еще лучше. Поэтому, пожалуйста, заполните. Это вот буквально несколько минуток уйдет.
Пока заполняете, открываете, могу еще раз, резюмируя, напомнить, что если вы не получили ответ на свой вопрос, либо если вопрос придет к вам чуть позже, когда вы переварите всю информацию, если вопрос связан с программами, существующими вот в России, которые мы сегодня представили, или даже с теми, которые профессиональные, которые я сказала, что пока что не для нас, не для вас, потому что мы одного возраста, это все по топ-линку, в том числе в Инстаграме. Можно будет после фидбэка, может быть, еще на секундочку вернуться. Можно адресовать вопросы туда, там типа можно записаться на бесплатную консультацию. Вам не будут названивать, всякое такое прочее. Если вы заигнорите, да, сейчас, секундочку, заигнорите, то к вам никто не будет докапываться все время. То есть все так довольно спокойненько, без давления. Если вопросы есть такого характера, как вот взаимодействуем мы между собой в AIESEC, как участники, как менеджеры, то, да, соцсети наши уже есть у вас. В общем-то, да, что Наташа хотела сказать.
А у вас работает форма, я хотела спросить? Google форма у вас открылась или нет?
Отправьте, пожалуйста, ссылку.
Сейчас попробую. Ну, точнее, как я сейчас отправлю.
Слушай, мне написалось, что мне нужно permission, потому что, видимо, permission только для AIESEC почты, может быть.
Да, у меня тоже написано.
Блин, вот это стоит. Сейчас 2 минуты, сейчас все откроют.
Спасибо большое, что ждете, потому что сейчас бы мы облажались, никто бы ничего не сказал, и никакого фидбэка не было бы.
Пока можете еще раз глянуть на наши контакты.
В принципе, если не хотите записываться на консультацию, если пока вам как-то сложно сориентироваться, если впервые в жизни услышали об этом, можете пока адресовать вопросы нам, поскольку с нами вы уже знакомы.
Да, или сейчас еще можете просто по руке что-то спросить, если хотите, тоже, пока мы тут разбираемся с этим отстоем. Так, ссылку кинула в чат. Все есть, все открывается, должно, по крайней мере. Да, все, Господь, ура. Да, заполните, пожалуйста, форму.
Если ты сейчас откроешь снова QR-код, то он все еще не будет действовать? Я хочу тоже попробовать проверить.
Я думаю, будет.
Так, попробую сейчас с обычной почты человеческой зайти. Да, работает.
Да, ссылка в чате. И еще раз QR-код на топ-линк с социальными сетями AIESEC. Мы 5 минут подождем, пока вы заполняете форму.
Да, и, может быть, придут в голову еще какие-то вопросы. В общем, пока мы здесь, да, в режиме ожидания находимся.
У меня одной высвечивается редактирование.
Редактирование?
Да, у меня тоже режим разработчика почему-то включается.
Да что ж такое-то? Сейчас.
Пока вижу один отзыв. Видимо, кому-то удалось прорваться через все эти проблемы.
Так, я до сих пор не понимаю, почему у нас все редакторы. Ай. У меня почему-то нет возможности поменять на только просмотр.
Я вот захожу в эту форму, я не вижу, мне не пишет, что это за режим редактирования. Я все еще могу ее заполнить при этом всем.
Так, а сейчас у вас, если не с AIESEC почты. А сейчас должно быть нормально, по идее. О, какой кошмар.
Ну вот так вот и будь гуманитарием. Можно мне QR-код, пожалуйста, еще раз, чтобы я с телефончика зашла? Потому что на компе у меня может быть сразу почта AIESEC.
У
Спасибо.
меня вроде открывается с... угу, понятно. Да, открывается. О, 2 ответа, Господь Петрович, спасибо большое. Вот для этого и нужны фидбэк-формы, чтобы мы потом знали, как не косячить.
Еще раз выражу глубочайшую благодарность людям, которые все еще не ушли отсюда и заполняют форму. Потому что это, конечно, волнительно. Тут, правда, все гуманитарии собрались, впервые
Да,
работают.
для нас это вообще на нашем опыте это первый такой ивент.
Сейчас самая волнительная часть, это, в общем, когда мы нас пытались распределить по залам, и вот сейчас это фидбэк-формой. Ничего сложнее в этом мероприятии не было, наверное.
Да, это правда. Кто-то еще заполняет фидбэк-форму?
Да, все работает.
Угу.
Are you waiting for the answer?
Что еще раз?
Are you waiting for the answer for this Google link?
Yeah. We're waiting for the number of responses, so we can see that people could actually.
And we're also waiting for some questions if you've come up with them after a little break after this brainstorm and bunch of information we shared.
Yeah, and if you have no questions and if you filled the form, I guess you can go.
Okay, I will fill in the questionnaire. Thank you very much. I'd like to
thank you.
Our gratitude for your interesting and informative presentation. I hope we'll have a chance to hear you sometime once more. So your speech aroused a lot of questions among our students. So it shows once more that the skills are in great demand nowadays. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well. We're really happy to be able to carry out such events. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. See you.
Goodbye then.
Yes, have a nice day, everyone. Looking forward to your messages.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Goodbye.